my setup, my truck, what I have on it, and how I set it up. So I figured it'd be a good opportunity to go over those. Right now I'm out here in Johnson Valley doing a little camping, testing out some new gear, so I figured it'd be a good opportunity to go over it. So first, my truck is a 2017 Dodge Ram 3/4 ton diesel 4x4 crew cab Laramie edition. So that's the down low on the truck. Currently I am just running a 2-inch spacer lift. However, I am looking at a couple new, or I shouldn't say new, a couple different manufacturers to truly fix my suspension. Right now I love the height. I'm running 35-inch Falcon AT3s on some XD series KMC wheels, and honestly I love the setup the way it is. It's perfect height. I still get about 20 to 21 miles per gallon of diesel on the freeway, and about 15 to 16 in the city, as long as I'm kind of good with it, even with the tent on top. So I love the overall setup. However, not too thrilled about the I'll show you. I'm not too thrilled about the spacer lift. Currently it has Bilstein 5100 shocks in the front, stock in the back, and it's a total of 2 inches. I'm trying to figure out what direction I want to go. I'm looking at the AEV lift, the dual sport lift, just so I don't lose any tow capacity, and I just seem to like it. The other one is Thurin Fabrication, doing their front and rear coils with King shocks, piggyback Kings, and then my other option is the Icon suspension all the way around with the piggybacks. And then obviously lastly is the Carly suspension with the same. So not really sure what direction I want to go. They're all pretty expensive. I think the AEV would be the least expensive with the Bilstein 5100s that it comes with. However, I'm still trying to figure out what direction I want to go with that. So right now, 2-inch spacer lift, Dodge diesel, 35-inch Falcon Wild Peak AT3 all-terrain tires. I really love these tires. You can see the tread. I don't have a depth gauge, but I'm at roughly around 9-30 seconds. Brand new, they're 20-30 seconds, the 35s. And I have about 40,000 miles on them, and I'm a little bit over halfway worn down. So I'm really happy with them. Good traction overall. Obviously you can see TuffStuff Overland's brand new Alfa rooftop tent. Very similar to the iCamper Sky 2.0. In fact, I would even say it's damn near identical. The cover is slightly different, and it does not have the, I guess, the little awning over the side windows. But other than that, it is identical. The foam mattress is great. Same ladder, and as you can see from inside, it looks identical inside. Let me take you guys up there real quick, loosen this up real fast, and you can kind of see what it looks like up in there. But it's real comfy. Today is going to be my first night in here, but I am so far pretty thrilled about it. So that's what I'm running, TuffStuff Overland Alfa. For an awning in the rear, again, TuffStuff Overland, 4.5 foot wide, 6 foot long awning. Real simple. It's the exact width of my rack, and it just fits perfectly for what I'm doing. Speaking of the rack, I built this rack myself. It's not complete yet, but so far it looks like it's going to suit my needs just fine. On that side I have mounts for 3 roto packs and a high lift jack. Out here I have some recovery boards. I'll go into those later. I did build it so that both the left and the right side could be switched back and forth. This is how I have it set up right now. Not sure if I am going to be moving the high lift jack inside the bed or what have you, or move it across, but right now I have the X-Bull recovery boards. I have two pair. One is on the outside and the other pair go on the inside. Currently they're inside the bed just because I haven't mounted them, but that's that. I don't know if you could tell, but this cross beam and the next cross beam, these last two cross beams, which are right here and right about here, are removable. If I don't have the tent on there, I can use those so that I can put larger items in there. You can kind of see the space. I would say it goes back about 4 feet or so, so I have some open area where I could put some larger items if the tent comes off, but obviously the tent stays on the whole time. I'm running a 48-inch high lift jack, and like I said, roto packs. Currently I just have the storage one for recovering gear, medical gear, and some water. I have one more for fuel. Not sure if I want to run fuel in that one or another water or something else. I have 5-gallon jerry cans that I'd rather run for diesel. Just price point wise, I think it's a better deal. I can carry 10 gallons and it's cost me about 30 bucks in jerry cans versus 2.5 gallons for 80 bucks. So that's the route I have decided to go. Back here I have a storage box that I built. It's roughly 4 feet by 4 feet, and as you can see, it's slid out. It is on HMWD plastic, which I don't know if you can kind of see it, but they're back here. It rides on those plastic sheets. It's very low friction. I don't know if you can kind of see it under there. Very low friction, so obviously it's pretty loaded up right now, and it slides real easy. Again, it's 4 feet. This side is a little bit narrow. It's about 18 inches wide. These boards come out. One goes right here when I have the stove off. Access to the stove, I cut into it, and then up front, come on, let's see if I can do this with one hand. There we go. It's on a quick push, and then it just locks down so it doesn't move. But it's not the best. It's not goose gear, but it's definitely works for me. Honestly, I have about maybe 100 bucks into this whole project. These racks were about 30 bucks. Hardware about another 10. And then the Raptor liner. Let me close this one. And then this side holds some recovery gear, tools, small tent. What else do I got in there? Tarp, hammock, first aid gear, more first aid gear, splints, tourniquets. This one slides, obviously. It's just got some miscellaneous gear, some flashlights, lights, gloves, binos, snacks and such. Knife, radio. These are actually the strut braces for the tent on high wind. More snacks, top ramen, gotta have that. But all these, kind of tell right here, let me see if I can pull it out. Well, I can't do it with one arm, but anyways, this side comes out. These all come out, so they're adjustable. This one comes out as well if I want to put something large in there. But like I said, it doesn't run on any tracks. It just runs on those plastic tracks. It lays across the whole bottom. And I got this design off of YouTube, and I cannot remember the guy's name. I want to say it's like Third Degree Woodworking. I believe that's his name, but I'll put a link in the show notes at the bottom, so if you guys want to kind of check it out, what was my inspiration to this. But like I said, see, it just slides in real well. This just clips here, and then it's got a push button thing, so it works pretty well. I just put this lock on here just for while I'm driving. It doesn't bounce forward, and it sits right up against the tailgate so it doesn't open up. It is Raptor lined, as well as my bed. You can't really tell, but I Raptor lined the entire bed. I don't know, doing it on a shoestring budget here, and so far I'm really happy with it. But what else can I go over here? So that's the Expo Mac Track, or not the Max Track, excuse me, Expo recovery boards. These are the Gen 3 that hold up to, so they say 10 tons. Has the little bit luggy, or updated lugs, I should say. So far I have not used them for the truck. I have used them on my side-by-side, and that worked out really well. So that's kind of the setup you can see from here. What else? Went over the tires. The light I have up here was a light I've had probably for about 2.5 years. It was a 52-inch curved bar. Didn't know what to do with it. And one day I was just kind of holding it in my hand and laid up against a truck. And I said, you know what? I think it'll fit right there. So it's not a $300 light bar. But honestly, for the trails that I run and for my needs, it lights up the trails perfectly. I will be adding some pod lights here shortly. What else did I add here? Let's see here. One kind of cool thing, let me take it off the tripod here so that it's, here we go, is, can't see it on here right now, but I'll move it out of the way, is the ram mount for the dash. So I mounted it to the main dash cover right here. It just pops off, take a couple screws, and I have my cell phone as well as a tablet, which mounts real well on there. I have no wiggling, and it does not move. It seems to be really sturdy, so pretty happy with that. But that's really kind of what I got here. Again, nothing new back here, just pretty stock. That's the setup. Kind of losing light over here, but not sure if you guys have any other questions, comments, but shoot them down below. Give me comments, whatever you have, good, bad, or indifferent, or any questions. And please share the video if you can, if you liked it, as well as click and subscribe down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, you can check me out on Facebook and Instagram. As always, guys, thank you very much. Be safe, have fun, and see you guys on the next adventure.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together, it's so beautiful.